Welcome back. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the male mind. Beyond stereotypes, into the real psychological truths that drive men's behavior and emotions. Stick around, because the last insight might just change how you see every man in your life. Let's bust the myth once and for all. Men absolutely feel emotions. They experience joy, sadness, excitement, and disappointment, just like anyone else. The idea that men are somehow less emotional is simply not true. In fact, men can feel happiness, grief, and even vulnerability as deeply as anyone, even if they don't always show it on the surface. Fear, anxiety, and worry are all part of the human experience, and men are no exception. They might feel these emotions intensely, but often keep them hidden from the world. The real difference? From a very young age, boys are taught to hide what they feel. They hear phrases like, "boys don't cry," or "toughen up," over and over again. These messages shape how they express themselves. Be a man. That's the message that gets repeated, both directly and indirectly, throughout their lives. It's a lesson that's hard to unlearn. So, what happens? Men bottle up their feelings, pushing them down instead of letting them out. But emotions don't just disappear. They build up, and when the pressure gets too high, it often leaks out as anger, irritability, or withdrawal from loved ones. If a man in your life seems distant or closed off, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, what might he be feeling that he's afraid to show? Sometimes, silence hides a storm of emotions beneath the surface. It's not a lack of emotion. It's the result of a lifetime spent being told to hide it. Recognizing this is the first step toward breaking the myth and supporting men to express what they truly feel. For many men, respect is everything. It's the foundation of self-worth. A small slight or joke can feel like a deep wound, not just a comment. Where women often seek love, men often crave respect and admiration. If forced to choose, many men would rather feel unloved than disrespected. Want to connect with a man? Speak the language of respect. Men bond differently, shoulder to shoulder, not face to face. Shared activities, fixing things, playing sports, gaming, are where real connection happens. The talk may seem superficial, but the bond is real. Want a man to open up? Do something together. Walk, fish, watch a movie. The activity lowers defenses and invites conversation. It's a different style, but just as meaningful. Vulnerability is risky for men. They're taught their value is in being strong and in control. A man only opens up when he feels truly safe, when he knows his honesty won't be used against him. One betrayal can slam that door shut for years. Trust is everything. Protect it fiercely. The pressure to provide is deeply ingrained in men, even today. It's not just about money, it's about being the rock, the problem solver. When he can't provide, it's an existential crisis, not just a financial one. He often carries this weight silently, not wanting to worry anyone. Recognize this silent battle. It's a huge part of his daily stress. Men cope with stress by taking action, fixing, solving, doing. When stressed, he's looking for solutions, not sympathy. That's why he offers fixes when you vent. It's how he shows he cares. Physical activity or projects are his way to process stress. For men, it's less about talking it out, more about working it out. If respect is a man's currency, appreciation is truly his fuel. Just as a car can't run on an empty tank, a man's motivation and sense of worth are powered by feeling genuinely valued. When you show appreciation, you're not just acknowledging what he does. You're fueling his drive to keep going, to give his best, and to show up for those he loves. Men crave genuine, specific appreciation. Notice his effort, his character, his contribution. It's not just about the big achievements, it's about the everyday moments, the small acts of care, and the quiet sacrifices he makes for his family. A simple, "I see how hard you work," or "I appreciate what you do for us," can mean everything. These words have the power to lift his mood, boost his confidence, and remind him that his efforts matter. It's not about flattery. He'll spot that a mile away. What truly resonates is honesty and sincerity. When appreciation comes from the heart, it builds trust and deepens your connection. Real appreciation validates his struggle and lifts his spirit. It tells him that his hard work is seen, that his presence matters, and that he's making a difference in the lives of those he loves. Appreciation is the secret to making him feel like a hero at home. When you express it sincerely, you empower him to be his best self, and you strengthen the bond you share as a family. There you have it, 7 truths about the male mind, each one offering a window into what really drives men and how they experience the world around them. These insights aren't just facts, they're invitations to look deeper, to see beyond the surface, and to connect in more meaningful ways. Men are driven by respect, purpose, and appreciation. They crave acknowledgement for their efforts and value being seen for who they truly are. Even if they don't always express their emotions openly, know that they feel deeply and care profoundly about the people in their lives. Remember, understanding isn't about excusing anyone's actions. It's about building empathy, fostering trust, and creating stronger, healthier relationships. When we take the time to listen and learn, we open the door to real connection and mutual respect. I'd love to hear your perspective. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's start a real, honest conversation and learn from each other's stories. If you found this helpful or eye-opening, don't forget to subscribe for more real talk and insights that matter. Your support helps us keep these important conversations going. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and remember to look out for each other. Connection starts with understanding.